Good morning, Guardians. TBL here, and we're just a little bit over a day until the Destiny 2 beta officially reaches our hands. But today, we got some very interesting news concerning intrinsic perks, mods, and shaders on legendary weapons in Destiny 2. Today's information is coming from the Virgin Media Destiny 2 Beta Experience Conference held this morning in central London. Players were invited to get a chance to play through everything in the beta a day early. Reddit user IreneRR4, fantastic name by the way, got a chance to go to this beta experience, and they came back with some very interesting information concerning legendary weapons in Destiny 2. Bottom left of the inspect weapon page below the perk tree were a line of 3 boxes. Box number 1 was the mod box with a load of empty slots. Box number 2 is the elemental box if you're using an energy weapon. And box number 3 was the shader box with a load of empty shaders. Now these weren't exotic weapons, they were all legendaries, so it seems we will have multiple mods and shaders available for legendary guns. Now additionally, they also report that weapons also had an intrinsic perk associated with it. So say one better Devil's Hand Cannon could have an intrinsic perk for better all-around use, while another better Devil's Hand Cannon could have an intrinsic perk that boosts its natural range. Weapons are going to have a multitude of mods that, while we don't exactly know what they do since it doesn't look like they're available for the Destiny 2 beta itself, will have some sort of effect on your weapon. And also, weapons are going to have shaders. If you'll remember in Destiny 1, the only weapons that could really change their appearance were, of course, exotic weapons through the use of ornaments. So it seems in Destiny 2, legendary weapons will have a shader box that will allow you to change the weapon's appearance in some way, shape, or form, probably just changing the overall color scheme of the weapon. And when it comes to the elemental box on energy weapons, I find that really interesting. Could we possibly be taking the energy weapons we're getting in Destiny 2 and swapping the element on them? Say you get an arc energy hand cannon that you really like, but you want another void weapon. Could you change that to void? Who knows, but it's very interesting that there would be an elemental box for energy weapons underneath the mod section. Can't wait to see what that means. But overall, I think the most interesting bit of information there is the fact that weapons will have an intrinsic perk, meaning that there is going to be some variation between weapons of the same name and caliber. You might get a better Devil's that has an intrinsic perk that, say, boosts its stability. I might get one that has an intrinsic perk that boosts its range. One of the complaints I've been hearing from some people in the Destiny community is that with them making handcrafted weapons, making it so that weapons have select perks on them just built in, it kind of lowers the overall grind for those weapons since they're all going to be the same, and this kind of addresses that directly. Because as it turns out, weapons might not be all the same after all. They're going to have some sort of intrinsic perk tied to them that could be different from role to role. Which is kind of exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the mod slots are going to be used for, what this elemental box means, and of course, what some of the shaders look like. Definitely hoping we learn more about that when the Destiny 2 beta goes live tomorrow. But alright Guardians, that's pretty much it for everything in this Reddit post. Be sure to let us know what you Guardians think. Are you psyched that weapons will have multiple mods available to them, that we'll be able to have shaders on legendary weapons to possibly change their experience, and that we'll be having some sort of intrinsic perk to kind of maybe give you a reason to keep grinding better hand cannons? Be sure to let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you're staying tuned to Planet Destiny. We will be covering everything we can learn from the Destiny 2 beta starting tomorrow, July 18th, if you pre-ordered on PlayStation 4 at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But alright, that's it for this one, Guardians. Thanks so much for watching Planet Destiny. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.